women hold only 25% of tech jobs in Tanzania, and just 10% of students earning degrees in computer science are women, according to data taken from the Tanzanian Communications Regulatory Authority, actively working to reduce the gap between its rapidly growing tech industry. I spoke with Pelagia Njau, a broadcast engineer at Azam TV, who teaches girls how to code and gives them a chance to shape their future in the tech industry. Welcome to Africa 54.
Thank you so much, Paul.
You are one of those young and upcoming techies in Tanzania. You've been covering this topic. You do so much around young people in Tanzania. Tell us a little bit about what does technology mean for a lot of young people?
For Tanzanian young people, they're really trying to innovate different things across Tanzania. And especially for speaking of innovation with softwares, innovation and all that. But I will appreciate somehow the government of Tanzania is really trying to encourage them, is really trying to fund them in one way or another. For instance, we have the so-called COSTECH. It's a hub used to promote, to encourage young innovators from Tanzania. So young people, they're really trying to do a lot in order to innovate different things across Tanzania. So speaking of technology in Tanzania, we are really growing day by day. We can say in previous time, it wasn't the same as it is for now.
How are women involved in this? Are there a lot of young women who are trying to learn a few things in this space to be part of this technological revolution that is happening across the world?
I will say women participation, especially in tech space, is really low compared to men. As we know, most of the women, they find this technical stuff, technical issues is something very challenging, and they find it's very difficult. So from this program, we're really trying to reach, especially young ladies. We need to build a foundation, like in secondary school or primary school, so that they can be interested for future. So a large number of people who are doing these technical issues are men. So we're trying to encourage women to participate in this program.
What's trending in terms of technology when it comes to how people are using it in Tanzania?
They used to develop softwares, of which it helps us to do some of the things. As we know, internet connectivity in some of the areas is really a problem. So, for instance, there are some softwares which you can access content without the use of internet. So I will say young people, they're really trying to innovate. They're really trying to do something so that all people in different areas, they can be it can be helpful for them to use them. Like when you say let's say it's a software development, software innovation. This software, to access anything, most of the softwares you need internet. But in Tanzania, most of the people, they in remote areas, they really don't understand most of the technological things. But young innovators, they're really trying to improve in different areas across Tanzania.
You recently led the team to introduce a new software called Kiwix in Tanzania. How are young people receiving that software? What can it do to help people, especially in rural communities?
For Tanzania this year, it was the time for us to introduce it in different areas. But we're glad that young people, they find it, they receive it in a positive way, because in school, let's say universities or secondary schools, they'll be able to access like a Wikipedia or any other site, open site with no internet. So we are introducing that software to different areas, especially for university. They receive it in a positive way, because before that, they never thought you can access content with no internet. They thought everything on a website, you need internet to access that. So we're trying, especially in rural areas, as we know, internet connectivity is a problem in rural areas. So we are trying to reach different people, especially in rural areas as connectivity is a problem. So this thing, and we are hoping that as time goes on, most of the people, they'll be aware of this software, and I think it will be helpful for them in one way or another, especially for studies and all that.
How big is the internet penetration in Tanzania?
Internet in urban areas, like in town, internet connectivity is not that much a big problem, but for rural areas, it's a challenge.
Well, on that note, I thank you so much, Peggy.
You're welcome.